For more than 3 decades, Sheriff Gary Painter was the leader in the face of the Midland County Sheriff's Office, right here behind me. And earlier today, right here in this parking lot, he was honored by his former colleagues and loved ones to show that while he may be gone, he has not been forgotten. With the march of the Midland County Honor Guard and the thunder of a gunshot salute, a man whose name was once synonymous with the Midland County Sheriff's Department for decades was paid tribute.
It feels very surreal, like it couldn't have happened, and especially shouldn't have been a year already.
Jennifer Painter is still coping with her father's unexpected death, but today she was thankful of the show of support for the longtime sheriff.
It means a lot. I mean, it reminds us that even though he is gone, his legacy is continuing.
In Commissioner's Court today, the seat once sat in by Gary Painter was empty this morning. And while Sheriff Painter was no stranger to a disagreement, his former colleagues that I spoke to appreciated him, respected him, and enjoyed his presence.
There's things that we didn't agree on, but at the end of the day, he was a gentleman about it. You know, we always agreed to disagree and said, you know what, let's figure something else out and move forward. So that's what I miss about him.
He took me on 2 different tours of his facility, and I loved the way he thought. If you didn't like the conditions there, don't go to his jail.
Painter's department is now in the hands of another longtime law enforcement veteran. Sheriff David Kreiner says him and Painter were partners in the 80s, but that he always looked up to Painter for advice.
That's one of those traits that we develop, and that he's given me and shown me how to do that, to treat everybody fair and make sure you treat them with integrity.
Kreiner now cherishes a Sheriff's Association magazine when Painter was featured on the cover for winning Lawman of the Year, signed by Painter himself. Because those who knew Sheriff Painter knew how unique and special of a man he was and how much he cared about this community.
He was a straight shooter, no nonsense, just common sense, just black and white.
I just want to carry on the traditions of Painter, Sheriff Painter, that, you know, keep going forward and continue on his successes and go forward with that.
And you might remember back in June 2019, Midland County commissioned a sculptor to build a bronze statue in honor of Sheriff Gary Painter. We're told that project is still in the works, but that sculptor actually had to go through back surgery, so it's been delayed. We expect to see that statue in about a year, according to officials.